Hello students, welcome to Siddhapur Mathematics Academy. Now in the today's class again I will continue with the exercise 7.5. Now I know that the students are enjoying the integration. If you thorough with the formula, really you can enjoy the exercise to solve the exercise. So one request, please share these videos with your friends and tell them to subscribe to get the more videos in easy and simple way. And I will give the guarantee you will score nice out of out if you follow, if you watch all the videos, and not only watching, just go for along with me, go on write that sums, then definitely will become a perfect. So moving to the next question, that is question number 17 from 7.5, integration of cos x upon 1 minus sin x into 2 minus sin x dx. See, with this trigonometric term we cannot go for partial fraction, but if you are thorough, first we will go for substitution. Put sin x is equal to y. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Here I am doing the integration. Why? Because we are doing a substitution with integration sign. See, cos x into dx we are writing as dy. It is 1 minus y into 2 minus y. There is no y in the numerator, and in the denominator it becomes y square. So 1 upon 1 minus y into 2 minus y is a proper fraction. Instead of x we have y. Next, by partial fraction, 1 upon 1 minus y into 2 minus y will be written as, they are two different linear equations, 1 minus y plus b upon 2 minus y. Let us call this as equation 1, and 1 upon 1 minus y into 2 minus y, take the LCM here. This is 1 minus y, 2 minus y. A is multiplied with 2 minus y, b is multiplied with 1 minus y. 1 is equal to a into 2 minus y plus b into 1 minus y. Select the terms one by one. Put 2 minus y is equal to 0, that is y is equal to 2. Left side is 1. 1 is equal to a into 0. Why? Because 2 minus 2 is 0. Plus b into 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2. So 1 is equal to minus b, implies b is equal to minus 1. Next, put 1 minus y is equal to 0, that is y is equal to 1. 1 is equal to a into 2 minus 1, and b becomes 0, 1 minus 1. 1 is equal to a, that is a is equal to 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes 1 upon 1 minus y into 2 minus y is equal to 1 upon 1 minus y minus 1 upon 2 minus y. Now integrating with respect to x, integrating with respect to y, it is 1 upon 1 minus y into dy minus 1 upon 2 minus y into dy. So here coefficient of y is minus, it is minus log 1 minus y. Again coefficient of y is minus, already minus is there, plus log of 2 minus y plus c. Here it is minus, here it is a plus, log m minus log n, that is log m upon n 2 minus y upon 1 minus y plus c. But problem is not in the form of y, it is in the form of trigonometric term. Write down that y value. So dy is, next step, sorry, this is dy upon 1 minus y into 2 minus y. This is cos x in upon 1 minus sin x into 2 minus sin x dx is equal to log of 2 minus sin x upon 1 minus sin x plus c. Moving to the next example. That is question number 18. X square plus 1 into x square plus 2 upon x square plus 3 into x square plus 4 dx. So by seeing only you can say that it is an improper fraction. But for this type we don't have any method. Now I am writing the term without integration. Please note down this. Consider x square plus 1 into x square plus 2 without integration upon x square plus 3 into x square plus 4. For our convenient, without integration, put x square as a y or take x square as a y. And please note down, this is without integration, that's why I am not doing a substitution, sorry, differentiation here. Y plus 1 into y plus 2 upon y plus 3 into y plus 4. When you multiply, it is y square plus 3y plus 2 divided by y square plus 7y plus 12 is an improper fraction. Is an improper fraction because highest power of y in the numerator is 2 and in the denominator also 2. They are equal. Now divide the numerator by its denominator. This is multiplied with 1 because this is y square, this is y square. Three y minus 7y is minus 4y minus 10. Therefore, y square plus 2y, 3y plus 2 upon y square plus 7y plus 12 is equal to 1 plus minus 4y minus 10 upon y square plus 7y plus 12. After division, so here I took minus common, 1 minus 4y plus 10 and the denominator I am writing as y plus 3 y plus 4. We know the splitting because already we are familiar. Now consider only this proper fraction. Let us call this as equation 1. Keep this as it is. Don't touch that. Consider the proper fraction. Four y plus 10 upon y plus 3 into y plus 4. Next, by partial fraction, four y plus 10 upon y plus 3 into y plus 4 will be written as a upon y plus 3. because we have a two different linear equation in the denominator. Take the LCM. 4y plus 10 upon y plus 3 into y plus 4 is equal to, this is y plus 3, y plus 4. A is multiplied with y plus 4, b is multiplied with y plus 3. 4y plus 10 is equal to a into y plus 4 plus b into y plus 3. Select the linear equations one by one. See, this I kept as it is for our reference. Now what you are writing? We are writing one bracket, first bracket. Put y plus 4 is equal to 0. That is y is equal to minus 4. So 4 into minus 4 plus 10, a becomes 0, b is minus 4 plus 3. It is minus 16 plus 10 is equal to minus b. Minus 6 is equal to minus b, implies b is equal to 6. Next bracket. Put y plus 3 is equal to 0. That is y is equal to minus 3. 4 into minus 3 plus 10 is equal to a into minus 3 plus 4 and b 0. Why? Minus 3 plus 3. Minus 12 plus 10 is equal to a, implies a is equal to minus 2. Now write down these values. Therefore 4y plus 10 4y plus 10 upon y plus 3 into y plus 4 is equal to minus 2 upon y plus 3 plus 6 upon y plus 4. Now write down these values in equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes y square plus 3y plus 2 upon y square plus 7y plus 12 is equal to 1 minus, write it in the bracket, outside we have a minus, minus 2 upon y plus 3 plus 6 upon y plus 4. Next, remove the bracket, take minus inside the bracket. 1 minus into minus becomes plus y plus 3, minus into plus is minus 6 upon y plus 4. Now, and left side is what? Y plus 1 into y plus 2 divided by y plus 3 into y plus 4. And remember, when we did the substitution, we are not differentiated because without integration we wrote. So here we cannot integrate this. Now write down these values in the form of x. Left side becomes x square plus 1 into x square plus 2 because y value is x square and it is x square plus 3 into x square plus 4. This is without integration is equal to 1 plus 2 upon x square plus 3 minus 6 upon x square plus 4. Now integrate. We did the substitution without integration. Remember, that is important. X square plus 1, x square plus 2 divided by x square plus 3, x square plus 4 into dx. This is 1 into dx plus 2 upon x square. 3 will be written as root 3 square. If you are thorough in the formula, you come to know why I wrote square into dx minus 6 upon x square plus 2 square into dx. Integration of 1 is x. It is 2 upon root 3 tan inverse of x by root 3 minus 6 by 2 tan inverse x by 2 plus c. Here only one cancellation, the remaining terms will not cancel. So write down the simplification form. X plus 2 by root 3 tan inverse x upon root 3 minus 3 tan inverse x by 2 plus c. So this is very simple sum. Now moving to the next question, that is question number 19. So moving to the next example, that is example number 19. Integration of 2x upon x square plus 1 into x square plus 3. Here you are familiar, before applying a partial fraction, you know that if you write x square is equal to t, differentiation of x square is 2x into dx is dt. We got 2x into dx. So given integration will be written as 1 upon t plus 1 into t plus 3 into dt. Correct or not? Now 1 upon t plus 1 into t plus 3 is a proper fraction, but it is in terms of t. Next, by partial fraction, one upon t plus 1 into t plus 3 will be written as a upon t plus 1 plus b upon t plus 3. Otherwise, if you are thorough in the adjustment, directly you can write. Here 1 upon t plus 1 left side as it is. Take the LCM on right side. T plus 1 into t plus 3. A is multiplied with t plus 3. B is multiplied with t plus 1. 1 is equal to a into t plus 3, b into t plus 1, and already you are familiar, we have to select the linear equation on right side 1 by 1. So the first linear equation is t plus 1. Put t plus 1 is equal to 0. That is t is equal to minus 1 on both the sides. On right side, left side we don't have a t. 1 is equal to a into minus 1 plus 3, and b becomes 0 because minus 1 plus 1. 1 is equal to 2a implies a is equal to 1 by 2. And next bracket is t plus 3. T plus 3 is equal to 0, that is t is equal to minus 3. 1 is equal to 0 plus b into implies b is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now write down these values in equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes one becomes 1 upon t plus 1 into t plus 3 is equal to a value is 1 by 2 t plus 1, b is minus 1 by 2 t plus 3, and here we did the differentiation, so directly we can go for integration of this. Half constant as it is, integration of 1 by t plus 1 is log of t plus 1 minus half outside log of t plus 3 plus c. In both the terms 1 by 2 common, and after common they are in the form of log m minus log n, that is log m upon n plus c. Now convert this in terms of x. The given problem will be written as integration of 2x plus 1 upon x square plus 1 into x square plus 3 is equal to 1 upon 2 log of t value is x square plus 1 upon x square plus 3 plus c. See, the sums are very simple. Now moving to the next question, it is 1 upon question number 20. Already we solved one similar example and I told that is very important for your CET. Now I am moving to the next question, that is question number 20. 1 upon x into x raised to 4 minus 1 into dx. Again, this is very important for your theory as well as CET. Moving to the next example, that is question number 20. Integration of 1 upon x into x raised to 4 minus 1. As I told you, this is very important for your theory as well as CET. See here, we cannot apply a partial fraction because if you split, you are getting so many terms, and for that terms it is very lengthy. Instead of that, here in the numerator we have a number, denominator is x into x raised to 4 minus 1. So here multiply both numerator and denominator by, see, x raised to 4, one term less is what? X cube. It is x cube upon x cube into x raised to 4 minus 1. This will be written as x cube upon x raised to 4 in the bracket x raised to 4 minus 1 into dx. Now put x raised to 4 is equal to y or t, whatever. It is 4x cube into dx is equal to dy. But we required only x cube into dx. X cube into dx is equal to dy upon 4. 1 upon y into y minus 1 into dy upon 4. Take 1 by 4, and as I told you in one of the example, don't apply partial fraction, just rearrange this. 1 by 4 outside, integration of 1 upon y into y minus 1 into dy. Apply this, use the same terms in the numerator and try to cancel y. After cancelling y, you must get 1. It is 1 by 4. So I am writing as y minus in the bracket y minus 1. See, remove the bracket, what is remaining? Y minus into minus become plus. Y get cancels or what? You are getting 1. That means 1 is nothing but required value. Y into y minus 1. Please note down this step. This is very helpful for your competitive. Now y upon this term y minus 1, separating the denominator. Y upon y into y minus 1 minus y minus 1 upon y into y minus 1. Here y get cancels, here y minus 1 get cancels. 1 upon 4, 1 upon y minus 1 minus 1 upon y into dy. This is 1 by 4 log of y minus 1 minus log of y plus c. It is in the form of log m minus log n. 1 by 4 log y minus 1 upon y plus c. But the problem is in the form of x. So it is integration of 1 upon x into x raised to 4. In place of y, what you are writing? We are writing 4, because go back and see what is the substitution. It is 1 by 4 log of x raised to 4 minus 1 upon x raised to 4 plus c. See, with the help of this example, I am writing general formula here. Generally, 1 upon x into x raised to n minus 1 is written as 1 by n log of x raised to n minus 1 upon x raised to n plus 1. In the last class, we solved 1 upon x into x raised to n plus 1. This is minus. So, how you are using this example, this formula in the example? If it is x raised to 9, then how you write? 1 by 9 log of x raised to 9 minus 1 upon x raised to 9 plus c. That is how we are using this general formula. Please note down, this is very, very important for your CET as well as theory. See the next question, question number 21. Integration of 1 upon e raised to x minus 1. Even though it given in the partial fraction exercise, I will show you one more method. Instead of partial fraction, if you are thorough in all the formulas and adjustment, I will took e raised to x common. So, it is 1 minus 1 upon e raised to x into dx. 1 upon e raised to x. When you take e raised to x in the numerator, e raised to minus x divided by 1 minus e raised to minus x. This one. Now, I will do the substitution. Put 1 minus e raised to minus x as a t. Differentiation of e raised to minus x is e raised to minus x into minus 1 into dx is equal to dt. That becomes e raised to minus x into dx is equal to dt. So, the given problem is 1 upon t into dt. This is log t plus c. But what is the t value? T is 1 minus e raised to minus x. E raised to minus x will be 1 upon e raised to x. Take the LCM, you will get the required answer. E raised to x minus 1 upon e raised to x plus c. Moving to the next example, that is question number 22. See the next one, it is a multiple choice question. Integration of x upon x minus 1 into x minus 2. This we have to solve by partial fraction. X upon x minus 1 into x minus 2 will be written as a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 2, and already you are familiar, that's why I am writing the steps directly. It is a into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 1. Put x minus 2 is equal to 0, that is x is equal to 2. This is 2, 0 plus b 2 minus 1, that is b is equal to 2. Then put x minus 1 is equal to 0, that is x is equal to 1. So, it is 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 2, b becomes 0, implies minus a is equal to 1 or a is minus 1. Then how you write this integration? This integration will be written as minus 1 upon x minus 1 into dx plus 2 upon x minus 2 into dx. Now integrate that. It is minus log of x minus 1 plus 2 into log of x minus 2 plus c. But answer is not in this form. This will be written as log of x minus 1 plus log x minus 2 whole square, applying the properties of log. Now they are in the form of log m minus log n. Final answer is log x minus 2 whole square. Because of minus it comes in the denominator plus c. So, log of x minus 2 whole square upon x minus 1 plus c. Moving to the next multiple choice question. Moving to the next question, that is question number 24. Integration of dx upon x into x square plus 1. Have you remembered that formula? Already I explained that 1 upon x into x raised to n plus 1 into dx. And I told you this formula is important for competitive. It is 1 by n log of x raised to n upon x raised to n plus 1 plus c. Apply that formula because this example is exactly in this form. It is 1 by 2 log of x square upon x square plus 1 plus c. But answer are not in this form. It is log. So rearrange the log. Apply the properties of log. It is in the form of log m upon n. Log m minus log n plus c. Take half for each term separate. This is 1 by 2 log of x square minus 1 by 2 log of x square plus 1 plus c. For second term there is no splitting, but for the first one it is in the form of log m raised to n. Keep 1 by 2 as it is. This is 2 into log x minus 1 by 2 log of x square plus 1 plus c. These two get cancels. If you want, write on mod. Log x minus 1 by 2 log of x square plus 1 plus c. First answer is correct. So like that we have to apply that formulas. In the next class I will start with integration by parts.